Good morning, children. Welcome to our geography class. Today, we are going to discuss our third chapter in geography, that is minerals and power resources. Students, today at the end of today's topic, we are going to learn minerals and its definition, the types of minerals, and the way of extraction of different minerals from the earth. Children, we use different things in our daily life. For example, the toothpaste you use for brushing and the biscuit you eat, the pencil or pen which you use to write, or the means of transport which you use them for traveling from place to place are all made out of minerals. For example, the biscuit which you eat contains milk, flour, sugar, some eggs, etc. But they get mixed up together to form a biscuit. But while you're eating biscuit, you cannot see all those things, right? Even the toothpaste which you use for brushing, it contains titanium oxide, limestone, fluoride, etc. Those also minerals. And the pencil or the pen which you use for writing, the pencil, it contains lead which is made out of mineral that is also available in the rocks. And now the pen, the body of the pen is made out of either plastic or steel. Both of them are a source of minerals. So even the means of transport which you use for transport or traveling from place to place, those also made out of some metals. So these all the things which we use in the daily life are all made out of what? Minerals. Those minerals are extracted from the rocks. Students, what do you observe from the above examples? The biscuit which you eat contains flour, milk, sugar, etc. are mixed with together. So likewise, there are number of things that you cannot see. Rocks on the earth also have several materials called minerals mixed in them. So these minerals are scattered throughout the entire rocky earth's crust. So let us know the definition of minerals, children. A mineral is a naturally occurring substance found in the earth's crust. So minerals are not evenly distributed. They are concentrated only in some particular areas based on the rock formation. So some minerals are found in areas which are easily accessible, and some minerals are found which are not easily accessible. For example, if you take Antarctic Ocean or Arctic Ocean, which are inaccessible areas, they are inaccessible areas. You cannot go and mine over them, but you can find enormous amount of minerals over there. So minerals are deformed in different types of geological environments, varying conditions. So they are created by natural process without any human interference. Without the human interference, they form, children. So these minerals have distinct physical properties. For example, they are vary in their color, they vary in their hardness, and they are vary in their chemical physical properties also. For example, solubility, lustre, etc. Children, let's know some of the interesting facts on minerals. The salt which you use and the graphite in your pencil, both of them are extracted from the minerals. Basically, there are 3000 minerals on this earth, but at present very few of them are in use. 90% of the earth's minerals are made up of just 10 minerals by adding some alloys. The common minerals which we use are silicates, aluminium, iron, sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. They are found in impure state, which we can call them as ores. These ores are the rocks containing minerals. These ores are classified into low and high grade ores. All the ores are not same, children. Some ores are low grade, some ores are high grade ores. Let us know them in detail. High grade ores. Ores contains minerals, high mineral content and less of impurities, which you can see here. some of the ores which contain high mineral concentration and less of impurities. In the first picture you can see the gold ore. There more amount of concentration of ore gold is there, less amount of impurities are lying. But in the right side you can see low grade ores. Low grade ore contains low mineral content and more of impurities. It contains less amount of mineral but more amount of impurities. So it depends upon the quality of the ore. The ores which contains low mineral content and more impurities, it's called low grade ores, and the ore which contains high mineral content and less of impurities are called high grade ores. Students, let us discuss the types of minerals based on the composition. There are over 3000 different minerals on this earth surface which we have discussed earlier. So these minerals are classified based on their composition. So here we have three composition children, three classifications, that is metallic minerals, non-metallic minerals and energy minerals. Minerals are classified into three main classifications based on the composition. The first one is metallic, non-metallic and energy minerals. Metallic minerals. All the metals are not ferrous metals. Some metals which contain only iron, they are called ferrous metals. So those are example iron, nickel, chromium, etc. And non-ferrous metals. These metals which does not contain any kind of iron. For example, gold, copper, silver, lead, tin, etc. Non-metallic minerals. Some minerals are not made out of any kind of metals. They are just minerals. For example, limestone, sandstone, soapstone, marble, granite, etc. And energy minerals. We need energy to run any industry or a car or a bus or an auto. So those means of transport or the industries, they run with the help of energy resources. Those are coal, either they run with the help of coal or natural gas or petroleum. Yes, metals are hard substances that conduct heat and electricity and have a characteristic of lustre or shine. For example, iron ore, bauxite, manganese ore, etc. So let us discuss about the ferrous minerals. Minerals which contain the iron content is called ferrous minerals. So these ferrous minerals examples are given here. Iron ore, it contains iron. Even manganese also contains iron. Chromite also contains iron. So these three are the examples of ferrous minerals. Non-ferrous minerals. These are the minerals which does not contain iron. So for example, metals like gold, silver, copper and lead, they does not contain iron. So these are called non-ferrous minerals. Non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals do not contain metals. Mineral fuels like coal and petroleum are also come under non-metallic minerals. So the example of non-metallic minerals are limestone, mica, gypsum, etc., which you can see in this picture. The first one is limestone and second one is mica and the third one is gypsum. So these three are the examples of non-metallic minerals. Let us know the extraction of minerals. Minerals can be extracted either by mining, drilling or quarrying. So all the minerals cannot be extracted in the same way. It depends upon their chemical, physical compositions. So here we see these extraction can be done in three ways, either through mining, drilling and quarrying. So mining, again we have two kinds of mining, that is open cast mining and shaft mining. Let us know this kind of mining in detail. Mining, the process of taking out minerals from the rocks buried under the earth's surface, is called mining. So now let us see the first kind of mining, that is open cast mining. Minerals that lie at shallow depths it means not that much deeper. So those minerals can be taken out by removing the surface layers of the earth, which you can see in this picture. They have removed the topmost layer of the earth layer by layer, and they have extracted the minerals. This is called open cast mining. This open cast mining is also can be called as surface mining. So here you can see the method of mining in open cast or surface mining. Shaft mining. Deep bores called shafts have to be made to reach mineral deposits that lie at greater depths. I already told you that some of the minerals are available, or which we can find them in the deeper layers, in the deeper depths. So such kind of minerals which are available at greater depths can be mined only through shaft mining. So they dug a deep bores and they reach over there and they mine those resources or the minerals, which you can see here, people who are working at the shaft mining. Now comes to drilling. Petroleum and natural gas occur far below the earth's crust. Sometimes petroleum will be lying under the sea, even natural gas also. So the place where the petroleum is available, there itself also natural gas available. So petroleum and natural gas can be obtained or extracted through drilling. Deep wells are bored to take them out. Here you can see in this picture. So they have dug a bore and they are digging the mineral oil. Okay. So this is called drilling. They drill the mineral from the earth's crust. And now called quarrying. Minerals that lie near the surface are simply dug out by quarrying. They will be available on the surface of the earth. So they extract these minerals by just simply breaking those rocks. So which you can see here, they are breaking the rocks which are on the surface of the earth. This is called quarrying. That's all for today, children. Thank you. Stay tuned.